What's up guys, I'm Adam from Schlock Horror, and over the past month or so I have been binge watching all of Yellowjackets. So I hadn't seen any of Yellowjackets before, and then kind of shortly after season 3 wrapped up, I went and I watched all 3 seasons, and now I'm caught up to date on Yellowjackets. Overall, it's a very entertaining show that I really enjoyed. I do think the writing is getting increasingly slapdash. It feels like they've set up so many plot threads that they maybe don't know where they're going, and I don't see at this point if they're going to be able to come up with a conclusion to the show ultimately that's actually going to be a satisfying resolution. But I am enjoying the ride. So I'm going to do a quick, it's never quick at Schlock Horror, but I'm going to attempt to do a quick which Yellowjackets character are you Buzzfeed personality quiz. And I also found a second quiz that's on, what's it called, uQuiz or something, which is similar but different. So it'll be interesting to see which Yellowjackets character I turn out to be. Now, before I go into it, who do I think I'm going to get? I'm definitely a lot like Van. Van lives in the past, alright? She loves retro stuff. She loves movies from the 80s. She works in a VHS store because she loves old media and pop culture. She's always quoting pop culture. When they meet those guys in the woods, the first question she asks is, did Mulder and Scully get together? Something I would absolutely want to know. She starts singing Kiss from a Rose at one point. There's a part where she's in her house singing karaoke by herself, and what song is she singing? Virtual Insanity by fucking Jamiroquai. That is absolutely Adam pilled. Am I Van coded, or is Van me coded? And she's a lesbian, a fellow lover of women, so I'm very Van coded, definitely. Then you have Elijah Wood's character, who is very polite, but also kind of in a creepy way, very me coded. He's completely and utterly in love with Christina Ricci, very me coded. And then there's Melissa, who sort of just hangs in the background, and people sort of forget she's there and think she doesn't actually have a personality. Also, very me-coded. So, let's get into it. Let's do the BuzzFeed one first and find out which character am I. Which fucking tab am I open here? Okay, this one. Alright. First, what quality do you most admire in a friend? Honesty, sense of humor, kindness, loyalty, creativity, supportiveness. What quality do I most admire in a friend? I mean, we all love a sense of humor. That's what draws you in first. But what really makes you stick around is are they like a good person? Can I depend on them? Supportiveness, I think. Supportive and loyalty kind of overlap. I think supportiveness, I think someone who kind of understands you, who you are, where you're coming from, your flaws, someone who kind of accepts your flaws, accepts you for who you are. I'm going to lump that in. I'm going to say that is what supportive is, and that is going to be my answer. Pick your 90s celeb crush. Oh my god. Freddie Prinze Jr., Sarah Michelle Gellar, Halle Berry, Mario Lopez, Winona Ryder, or George Clooney. Oh my god, it's between... Fucking hell, it's between one of these two. I started watching Buffy because of Sarah Michelle Gellar, so it's going to be her. Pick a class. Also, she was in Scooby-Doo. Now, she was in James Bond, but she was in the worst James Bond movie. Or she was the worst Bond girl. So maybe not the worst movie, but still the worst Bond girl. Now, she was in a really good Kurt Russell movie, Executive Decision, but that's not enough for me to forgive her. So I'm going Sarah Michelle Gellar. I'm not changing that answer. What is this? Pick a high school class to attend. Taylor Swift and the Sociology of Fame, Tree Climbing 101, no, I don't think so, Lego Robotics, Intro to Crocheting, Evolution of Hip Hop. You already the fuck know it's vampires in cinema. That's not even... Do a class about Blade. Do a class about Bordello of Blood. Absolutely. Pick a character to trust with a secret. Coach Ben, Jackie, Jeff, Callie, Walter, Simone. Alright. Jeff, absolutely not. Callie, absolutely not. Jackie, I don't think so. It depends on the secret. But she found some stuff out and she blabbed in the end. Walter, If I told Walter a secret that involved someone else, Walter would probably fucking kill that person to keep my secret safe, like no matter what it is. And I don't know. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Having admitted that, should I vote for him or should I not? Simone, nah, whatever. She was just kind of a moan. I think it's Coach Ben. I think he's the best, most pure character on the show. I think he's like the only good person in all of Yellowjackets. And did he ever betray anyone's secret? No, I don't think so. In fact, he covered for Van and Ty when he caught them lesing out in the carport or whatever that time. He covered for them with their folks. So it's Coach Ben, I think. It'd be him or Walter, but it's Coach Ben. Oh, here we go, okay. Pick a 90s song to belt at karaoke. Say My Name by Destiny's Child. It is classic. Wonderwall by Oasis. Not my favorite Oasis song by a long stretch. Baby Got Back by Sir Mix-a-Lot. I'm Just a Girl by No Doubt. I Want It That Way by the Backstreet Boys. And One More Time by Britney Spears. None of my like absolute personal karaoke favorites are on here, but if I had to pick one, I would say I Want It That Way by the Backstreet Boys. Ain't nothing but a heart. Alright, so by now season 3 has come out, so they made this after season 2 came out. Pick a celeb to guest star in season 3, or I guess season 4. Jenna Ortega, Keanu, Jennifer Coolidge, Jack Black, Zendaya, or Brendan Fraser. Alright, I don't mean to be like sexist, but it's not any of these three. Like the dudes they have on here instantly interest me more. And I like Jennifer Coolidge and whatever. Like that's no knock on. I've spoken about Zendaya in the past. You don't need to be dredging up old shit. Who would fit? I feel like Brendan Fraser would fit the best into the Yellowjackets universe. Like I could see him slotting in. These two would be bizarre and out of place. And that's also why I'd kind of like to see it for morbid curiosity. But I think Brendan Fraser would actually fit Yellowjackets, so I'm going with him. Finally, pick something important from Yellowjackets. Just based on whatever. Shauna's journals, the man with no eyes, the symbol, the flight recorder, the antler queen, Jackie. I hate this shit with the fucking symbol. Like, I should do a separate video that's more of just my actual critical thoughts on Yellowjackets. I feel like the whole show you could have honestly not had any of this supernatural shit and like it just not even happened. The flight recorder, they've kind of buried that a bit, haven't they? I think the man with no eyes is creepy. I think, and we learn a bit about him in season 3 that they didn't. I don't think that factors into the question here. I think it's going to be Shauna's journals. Yeah, it is. I am Lottie. What the fuck? Okay. Your personality matches Lottie. You're intuitive, sensitive, and loyal. Okay. I guess that accurately describes Lottie and to some extent myself. Like Lottie, you're a great listener. That's true. I'm a good listener. And an even better friend. That's also true. I'm a great friend. You know how to read people and are a true empath. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if I can read people. Maybe I can more than I give myself credit for. But I don't know. I kind of can, but I also... Whatever. We won't go into it. And a lot of people probably come to you for guidance and advice just because you just get it in a way that most people don't. People feel like they can trust you to lead them in the right direction. I don't know if a lot of people come to me for advice, but some people do. I have some people that I am the listener friend. They have a problem and they talk to me. And in general, I feel I get it in a way that most people don't. I've always felt like that, not to go too into it, but I kind of feel like that. So that's actually not 100 miles away. They're skipping over the part where she's a weird cult leader who influences people into committing murders and cannibalism. They're just sort of skirting past that. Don't know if I don't know if that's also like me. But okay, so I'm going to jump now over to doing this. Just had a fucking heart palpitation for a second. I thought I wasn't recording that. Okay, which Yellowjackets girl are you? By I Plued DD or I Plued, whatever. Hi, Yellowjackets Hive, love heart. How you do with your hands? Take my quiz and I'll tell you something about yourself or give you some advice or ask you a question. Sorry if I'm totally wrong about you. Just pretend I nailed it, okay? Buzz, baby. Okay, my name is Adam. With a no comma in it. Start quiz. 1 of 13. Jesus Christ, we've no goddamn time left in the day. All right, your plane crashed and you're stuck in the wilderness with your soccer team. Oh man, what do you miss the most about home? Routine instability. Yes, I would. Waking up in the morning and not having to wonder, am I going to die some miserable death out here today? I mean, some of us think that anyway. But yeah, it would be a bit more palpable. Family and our friends, yes. Obviously, your favorite restaurant and food in general, definitely love to eat like a motherfucker. Actually, it isn't so bad out here. Like, nature is nice and stuff. I do like nature. I do try to take the most positive from a bad situation. That is me. Hot showers, hobbies like games, books, movies, knitting, playing an instrument, whatever. I literally don't miss home at all. Damn, there's actually a lot on here. What would I miss the most? Food. I'm diabetic. I would die in the wilderness. I would not have survived as long as the rest of them. Because even when they get food, it's meat. And they subsist off of meat. But that wouldn't be enough for me. I would need sugar and I would need carbs. So I would be one of the first to go if I was on the Yellowjackets. You join a soccer team. All right. No, that would never happen, but okay. What position suits you best and why? Goalie. I have no regard for my life or safety. No. Centre back. I don't really need to be part of the action, but I do want to protect my friends. That maybe sums me up in a general sense, but no, I'm picturing this literally if I was in a soccer team. I said I need to take this a bit more symbolically, I should say. I hate that fucking symbol though. Central midfielder. I enjoy making plans and scheming and plotting. I do enjoy a good plan. Defensive midfielder, and I love it when a plan comes together. I enjoy ruining people's carefully made plans. Nah, that's not me. Striker. I love attention and glory. I do a bit. I'm guilty of that. Coach. I like telling people what to do. No, that's not me. Equipment manager. I don't do sports, but I like being part of the team. Actually, that's very me. Equipment manager. I just want to stare at the athletes. Don't really care. I'm just here because I like kicking stuff. What if it was an all-girls soccer team like the Yellowjackets and I was just there to stare at them? So fucking Sophie Thatcher or whatever. All right. I mean, I'm assuming this I'd be joining or whatever. All right, fucking. I don't do sports, but I like being part of the team. That's me. Thoughts, feeling on Taylor Swift. This is gonna get me fucking crucified. I have no strong feelings in either direction. If someone plays her music, I'll listen, but I don't really seek it out. Yeah. Literally cannot get enough of her. No. I hear Taylor Swift. I start foaming at the mouth. No. I say I don't like her to save face. I don't think it's a secret that I like some Taylor Swift songs. She has some good songs. And I don't really pretend to dislike her. She's fine, but the hype is so annoying. And never once have I spent a brain cell. It's probably about this. Alright, will I bring in Armageddon? Taylor Swift is good, but I never got how she became the biggest pop star on the planet. Like, I never got what, like, the selling point was. She's good, but, like, I don't know. I think, like, Lady Gaga is better. And, like, obviously Lady Gaga's huge, but I feel like Lady Gaga should be bigger than Taylor Swift. I don't get how Lady Gaga... Maybe because Lady Gaga's fucking weird. Maybe it doesn't have the same middle America appeal of Taylor Swift. Alright, none of these are absolutely accurate. I do have some Taylor songs in my playlist, so this is probably the closest. What red flag trait do you have in common with me? Referencing extremely online things in real life conversations with extremely not online people. Absolutely. Watching horror movies alone for fun is not a red flag. Get the fuck out. Unironic classical music enjoyer. Not a red flag. Get the fuck out. Jealousy issues. Control freak. None of these are a red flag. Get the fuck out. I've dropped the bar. Jesus, I better wrap this up. Thinking superhero movies are stupid. No. Hating card games and board games. Started saying bestie. This is somewhat in line with this. I kind of start saying shit sarcastically and then the lines blur and it sort of rots my brain. I mean, I don't think these are fucking red flags, but obviously it's gotta be horror, right? Yeah, that's not a red flag, but it is the thing I most have in common with this person, I guess. Fuck's sake. We're only 5 of 13. I gotta get a move on. It's 2012 and you hear this great new blogging website called Tumblr. You decide to sign up. I would fucking never do that in a million years. Which trend aesthetic do you take part in? Soft grunge, wanderlust, weird obsession with England? Fuck no. Super hulock or other fandom? No. Preppy mustaches, beachy surf. I don't have Tumblr because I'm normal. I mean, it's probably that, but it's also because I'm not normal. What was this one? Music? Black and white emo quote. That's disgusting. It's wanderlust. I'm a traveler at heart. It's that one. I'm kind of skimming past these now because my fucking camera dropped a bar. So I want to wrap because I shot a couple of videos. All right. Pick a Yellowjacket season 1 moment. Let's get into it. I'm not going to go quick now. There's no book club. That was one of my favorite moments. That made me laugh out loud. Misty blasting Phantom of the Opera. Absolutely queen shit. Teen Thaisa shoveling dirt in her mouth. That was good. The best part was the other girl asking her about it. Be like, were you eating dirt last night? And I'd be like, what the actual fuck? No. But she was. Lottie putting on the antler headdress. Whatever. That I don't really care about that stuff. Laura Lee whispering cunt. Man, Laura Lee, rest in peace. Kind of forgot she was a character. Ty giving Van the matching masks. Was that because she was scarred? I don't really remember that. Misty snorting Nat's Coke. That's a good moment. Misty bursts in the hotel room. That is classic. Every single long glance between Jackie and Shauna. Coach Scott laying in the forest with Nat yelling about how gay he is. The fact that Adam ended up being just some guy. Lottie coming out of nowhere with that zinger to Mary about Danny Mears dumping her for his own cousin. That was good. Adult Nat on the phone with the bank person yelling, do you believe in love? I think it might be there's no book club. Jeff is low-key one of my favorite characters on this show, and that was hilarious. So it's that bit. Wait, what is... I just saw the answer. Your invention finally worked if you managed to clone yourself. What's the first thing you do with your clone? Have sex, gaslight people, try to convince them to go to school or work for you, smoke weed with them, kill them, team up with them to kill other people. I don't know, hang out. I do like to bake, just bake together, and it would be handy. But sometimes maybe they'd be in under your feet, steal them like a bug, try to figure out why you were like this. I don't think that would give me the answers. I don't think that would give me the answers I wanted. Probably go to work and do my day so I had the day free. But it's... Fuck it, it's this. I would. I'd have to know what it's like. Come on. If I had a shot to get a bit of this, I would be getting a bit of this, and so would you, if you could. And you can if you want to. Hit me up. So that's it. That's what the answer is. Which of these things about the Victorian area sounds most appealing to you? Exchanging long handwritten letters with your lovers. Dramatically fainting on your Shea lounge when someone gives you bad news. No Wikipedia or Google so you can lie constantly without any fact-checking you. I love doing this. I'm a chronic bullshitter. I love telling fibs. Just bullshitting people for no reason. That's good fun. Dueling. Other people dueling for your affection. That'd be flattering, but that wouldn't happen realistically. Also, I guess I have to add some kind of realism to this. Going to all the hottest classical music concerts. Do love a bit of classical music. So seeing that in person when it first dropped, that'd be fire. Fancy dresses. Taking a trip to the seaside to help your constitution. Is that a euphemism for something? Elaborate courtship rituals, dying of consumption at age 35. I suppose at least you'd be free from the fucking pain of life. I think I'd go with this, with the gaslighting, for a bit of a laugh. You were invited to the hottest Halloween party in town, the Schlock Horror Pumpkin Carving Stream Halloween party, the hottest in town. Don't miss it this year, if I do it this year. What kind of costume do you wear? Matching sexy, basic bitch costumes with the besties. Hate that fucking horse shit. Also love it. Love whores. But also put a bit of effort in. Come the fuck on. Something genuinely scary, disturbing, and not sexy at all. I mean, I would love to in theory. But also realistically, I don't. I'm calling out those people for not putting in effort. But I don't like to put in too much effort. Because I'm going to a party. I want to fucking dance and whatever. I don't want to be caked up in makeup and have big wings on my fucking back. a pun or wordplay related costume. They have to explain to people. I don't know, it could be a good conversation piece, but probably not. An obscure reference that you're going to be explaining over and over again all night. Sort of. We did a fancy dress day in like high school once, and I came as Jack Burton from Big Trouble in Little China, a movie that no one had seen. So that happened, but I did convince at least one person to watch Big Trouble in Little China that day, and he really enjoyed it. So there you go, and everyone should watch that. It's the best movie ever. One of what I call the low effort trifecta, witch, vampire, or cat, which is you just wear all black with an accessory. That's kind of what I was calling out up here. Extremely elaborate ensemble that everyone is impressed by. I mean, I'd love to, but also really no. Also going out, like I went out one year on Halloween and I was in like a robe, and the amount of like beer that was spilled on it, the amount of people who stepped on it, like it was just an old bed sheet. But if I put effort or spent money on it, like I wouldn't take that to the club. You forgot to wear a costume, so you tell everyone you're an undercover time traveler or something that will justify wearing everyday clothes. Hate cunts who show up to fucking Halloween parties in everyday clothes. You goons! And you did not wear a costume because you did not enjoy Halloween. Those people should be executed. Absolutely not. Maybe I should go back to the sexy basic bitch costume, actually. Is it... Out of these, it's probably obscure reference. Yeah, fuck it. Because it happened to me once, so it's that. What role do you play as a friend? Okay, we're circling back. I kind of addressed this. Mom friend, therapist friend, only one who has their shit together. I don't have my shit together at all, but I am sort of a therapist friend sometimes. Voice of reason. I like to think sometimes, but also not. Like if there's like a situation, I might kind of escalate a bit by being flippant. Always has a wacky scheme up their sleeve. Kind of me. Gossip HQ. I love a gossip. I'm rarely the center of it. I don't get a lot of gossip. I just hear gossip from my more gossipy friends. So I don't think it's that. People pleaser who doesn't like to rock the boat. That's very me. Class clown and or party animal. I don't take a lot of things seriously and I love to party. But this isn't really me. If you think of that archetype, I don't really fit that. The one that doesn't really feel like they fit in, or wild card bitches. I mean, I have been this, but I don't think I'm this anymore. I kind of fit in nowadays more than I ever thought was possible, and I'm pretty happy. So I think I'm the people pleaser who doesn't like to rock the boat. I haven't been paying enough attention to my answers to guess who I'm going to get as a result of these questions. What do you want your dream home to have? A nice big kitchen and dining room for having dinner parties? Maybe. Plenty of outdoor space to stroll through with lots of flowers. Trees, grass, plants, wildlife, maybe. A view of something interesting like a lake? Yes. Oh, a home theater for movie nights. It's this one. Wine cellar, hidden door, that'd be cool. Swimming pool, library. Yeah, it's a home theater for movie nights. Not a fucking chance. Pick a fanfic trope. There's only one bed. Is that like a sex thing? What is all this? I don't read. I mean, I like a good enemies to lovers arc, but I don't read fanfiction. I'm not entertaining this, and I want to wrap this video up because it's getting long. Hope I don't drop another bar. All right, the last question, last but not least. What would you do if this was a lyrics question? I'm not giving you one because personally I can't stand them. I don't know what this is. This is for fucking Tumblr people. Not even read them. Quickly scan them. Read all the lyrics and choose the set that you connect with. One of all of these, actually. Maybe this. Carefully read the lyrics. And choose the one that you connect with the most, regardless of whether or not you know the song band. That would be me. That's what I would do. Alright. Who am I? I'm Misty! My favorite character on Yellowjackets! Yeah! She's a fucking weirdo! And everyone's afraid of her and thinks she's a freak. Hello, poodle-haired little freak. You are the most loyal bitch on this whole planet and your friends are lucky to have you. Okay, so maybe you go overboard sometimes. Maybe you have this thing where you need to be needed, and maybe sometimes you sabotage people's cars so they'll be forced to go on a road trip with you. But hey, it's not a crime to be a devoted friend. Well, except for when you do actually commit crimes, of course, but Po Buddy's nerfect, right? I was going to say that all the way through. I read what that said and I just got tongue-tied anyway. Misty Quigley. is the GOAT, the queen of Yellowjackets. I think she's the best character. I'll eventually do a Yellowjackets tier list, I imagine. Spoiler alert, Misty Quigley in S tier every day of the week. And that's both versions. It's both Teen Misty and Adult Misty, played by my GOAT, Christina Ricci. Absolutely. So I am fucking happy. I did the Pit quiz where I got my favorite The Pit character. And I did a Yellowjackets quiz where I did my favorite Yellowjackets character. I think the Lottie description maybe is a bit closer to me than some of the Misty stuff, but maybe not. Maybe it's just the uncomfortable stuff I don't want to unpack. But I am a very loyal friend, and my friends are very lucky to have me in their life, and so are you, because we're friends, you and I, dear viewer, especially if you've watched it for this long. Nearly half an hour of me talking about Yellowjackets. So I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you very much for watching, as always, if indeed you still are. Take these Yellowjackets quiz and tell me what result you get. Tell me who you think you're going to get. If you've watched Yellowjackets. If you're a Yellowjackets fan, tell me if you think this is accurate. Am I a Misty? Am I a Lottie? I can't believe on either of them I didn't get Van. I'm very Van coded, but a lot of these weren't really pop culture centric. I think there was more pop culture-y questions. Well, there were some in there, but if there was more, I probably would have got Van. But I'm, you know what? I guess I'm happy with that. I am, because I love Misty. I mean, it's maybe not the most flattering thing to be a Misty, but at the same time it is, because she's tragically misunderstood now that I think about it. Yeah. And she acts out in ways that people don't understand, but she does it when her heart is in the right place. That's very me. That's very me coded, actually. I'm such a Misty. I'm such a Misty. And I could be a cult leader if I wanted to. I'm such a Lottie. So I'm going to wrap it up. That's it for today's video about Yellowjackets. I don't know when this is going to come out, but I hope that when it comes out, it finds you in good health, good spirits, and you're not stranded in the woods with your soccer team. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for... I always said that. Thank you as always for watching, if indeed you still are. I'm going to wrap it up. And book club. I can't believe I didn't get Jeff either. I wonder if Jeff is even an option on these. Jeff is such a good character. I'm going to have to do a Yellowjackets tier list someday, man. Yeah, watch it if you haven't watched it. It's good. It's not great. I don't think. I have some flaws with it that I mentioned at the top of the video. But it's good. Watch The Pit. If you haven't watched The Pit yet, watch the fucking goddamn Pit already, and then get back to me, and then maybe watch Yellowjackets. And recommend me something else to watch, because I watched those are my shows that I watched. I'm out of Yellowjackets, I'm out of The Pit, so I need something else to watch. Feel free to recommend me a show that I probably won't get around to actually watching. I mean, there's a detective show from the 70s that I should be watching, that I should be doing videos on, but I'm not, because I'm doing this instead. But they will come out eventually, I'm sure. I'm going to belch, and then there we go. I'm going to end the video there.